All right, guys, welcome back to this segment. How is everyone in the community doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Of course, Nigerians Bagels put smiles in our faces yesterday, and it was such a joy to watch them play against Benin Republic. 3 emphatic 0 for that game yesterday. And I'm sure you've seen it. I'm sure you saw the match. You probably saw the highlights. Ademola Lookman obviously notching up 2 goals from that game, and Victor Osimhen, the man that is the fans' favorite, got one for himself after making a cameo in that game. But it didn't take him too much time for him to show his quality. I think it was just like 6 minutes, and then he got that volley, he got that crossing from Ndidi, and then half volley bang into the net. It was such a really impressive display from our boys, even though you can argue that we didn't really play much about philosophy or pattern. We just went straight with one mentality, and that is to win this game, which is obviously what the guys got. Good one for them. Good one for Austin EGUAVOEN, who has started off his 4th campaign with the Nigerian Super Eagles with a resounding victory. And so the guys are now on course to play the next game, which is coming up later this Tuesday. They've actually now traveled to Kigali. They left Nigeria early hours of today, and then landed in Kigali, I think around 12 or thereabouts. So they are now focused on the next game. That's always what it is. You play one game, and whatever you get from the game, that one is past. You focus on the next game. So the boys are very focused right now. They are settling in Kigali, and hopefully they are going to start their training because that game is on Tuesday. And it's coming thick and fast. There's no time at all to even check time. So great one for the guys. I'm sorry I didn't make a video to give you guys predicted lineup before the match, few hours before the match. And also I was supposed to make a video after the game to talk about how we played in the game, including things like ratings and how our players played. But due to some unforeseen circumstances, I couldn't make that one work. But I was always posting on the community tab of this channel. So if you are subscribed to the channel, definitely, if you don't get a video like this of me talking about these games and giving you important information, then you're definitely getting the information on the community tab, which I will post and then write about there. But good one for the guys. They will start their training tomorrow. Of course, I mentioned they've now arrived in Kigali, Rwanda. So the focus is now going to be to play this game, and then we'll see how it goes. Right now, the table looks really good for us because we are currently occupying the 1st position after that 3-0 victory. So I don't need to talk too much about the performances that we saw from our boys yesterday, but again, I'll just talk briefly about it. And if you saw the game, you obviously know the people that were high performers for that game. And to be honest, most of our players actually did well. All of them, to be honest, because it shows in the results. 3-0. They kept a clean sheet, starting from the goalkeeper. We saw Stanley Nwabali obviously doing what he knows how to do best, blocking out, balls that would have gone in. I think he had 1 or 2 one-on-ones that he kept out, and his confidence and composure, the qualities that I think he has, which makes him stand out. He has his confidence. He knows how to turn up in important games and get the job done. And then we go to backline. We saw how solid it was. Yes, William Ekong back, in the team for Nigerians Bagels. We saw the difference. Compare this game that we saw with Ekong in the middle of that defense line with the one that we played in June with this same opponent. If you compare the defense, you will know the difference. That is why we always need to call William Ekong to the team. This man is a rare gem that we are lucky to have. Even though he's no longer playing in Europe, he's now playing in Saudi Arabia with Al Khalud. It's still a no-brainer to not call up William Ekong if he is fit, except maybe he has some injury or something like that. There is definitely no reason for we not to call him up, and he proved that point yesterday. But again, aside from him, we also saw the likes of Olisanda coming in and then showing his quality. Again, he actually came in as a sub, but we saw the gameplay that he did yesterday. He is actually someone who's also very calm and collective and knows how to win area balls. He knows how to do blocks. He knows how to do a number of things that the Nigerian defense actually needs, which is why we saw that calmness in the defense, not just for William Sekong, but again we saw a bit of that from Olisanda, and this shows why this man could be, the perfect pairing for William Ekong, in the future. But let's see how that one goes. But great performance for him. And then you go to the right flank. We saw Ola Aina doing what he does every time. This man gives us 110% every time he's being called up to play for the national team. He is easily one person that you would say that he has won his shirt. No one is dragging it from him, right now, because he consistently performs every single time that he's called up. Go to the left flank. We saw Bruno Onyemaechi running riot in that wing. He basically just owned that wing yesterday. We saw what he did going forward, trying to support the attack and allowing Lookman to drift into the 6-yard box to try and get a goal, but also not just going forward. We also saw Onyemaechi come to the back to help in defending. We saw a number of good tackles, slide tackles that he actually did. But obviously really great performances. And then going forward in our midfield, it was really solid. I felt Wilfred Ndidi was actually one of the top performers. Did what he knows how to do best, and even got an assist for that game, the one that he assisted Victor Osimhen. And then the likes of Iwobi had a decent game. I think for me, Iwobi and Boniface are the players that didn't quite perform very well, but they, don't get me wrong, they did really well, but I expected more from them. Iwobi was decent on the night, for me, because I think there were some passes that he didn't get right, but on the passes that he got right, we saw how he broke the play and then give those forward passes that actually brought a lot of threats to the Benin Republic side. And then we had the likes of Adele Bashu later coming in, and then Onyedika as well. They played really well. Adele Bashu showed his presence, by pushing for that attack and actually being the secondary assist to that Victor Osimhen's goal, because he was the one that gave the pass to Ndidi before Ndidi brought the crossing. And then Chukwueze was absolutely fantastic. In the first half, I would say that Chukwueze was the man of the match, because he was just the one creating all the problems for Nigeria, over the Benin Republic side. He caused a lot of free kicks, which he almost scored one himself. And then Lookman, we don't need any words for Ademola Lookman. He is, of course, the man of the moment. He continues to shine. He continues to show why he was actually mentioned as one of the 30 players for the Ballon d'Or for this year. And he gets a double for this match, which is completely deserved. He broke the deadlock for us and got that really fantastic goal that gave us the momentum and morale to actually start pressing and then get all the other goals. And then Victor Osimhen obviously coming in to score that half volley, which of course it shows the quality that he has as a striker. It wasn't an easy goal to score, because he had to use a certain technique to smash that ball into the back of the net. But this is the difference here, why Osimhen is and will always be the most important striker that we have in this team. We saw Victor Boniface obviously playing, in the first half, playing a number of minutes. I think he played up to like 70 minutes or so. He did his best. On average, I would just say he did average. I think Boniface needs to work on his hunger and passion to want to play football, not just playing for Nigeria Super Eagles, but also in club football with Leverkusen or any club side that he decides to go in the future. I feel like Boniface is too calm and unenthusiastic about football, and this is not surprising because we know what he does. He's someone that jokes a lot. If you go to outside of football, he's someone that jokes a lot on social media. He doesn't take things serious. But I think his game should not have to be like that. His game shouldn't be unserious. He doesn't play with passion. That's the thing that I think shows in his game. And once he was subbed in, someone with 110% passion came in person of Osimhen, and we saw that he produced the goal in just 6 minutes, which is obviously fantastic. And it's the reason why Osimhen will continue to be our best striker. No one can bench him. except all the other ones step up their game, and step up their passion and zeal to play for Nigerian Super Eagles. So that is just it. That's just my opinion about this game. Be sure to drop your opinion about this. What you think players, which of the players you think performed very well on the night, and the ones that you think need some improvements, going forward. That's the update, guys. Thanks for sticking around to watch this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, share the video, guys, and also stay tuned. More updates coming soon.